Hi friends, welcome back to Giri Filmmaking. This is me Giri. In this video, we are going to learn how to do this cool After Effects title. Okay, let's watch this title. Hope you guys like this. If you want to learn how to make this, just continue watching this video. If you don't want to learn, you just want to use this title, just download this from my website. It's Giri Filmmaking. It's a Wix website. To my knowledge, I cannot actually give away anything free through that website, so that's why I just put $5 there, but you can download it free if you're using the promo code Giri Filmmaking. It's a single word. It's Giri Filmmaking, no space. Then you can download it for free. By the way, we can jump into the tutorial right now. So to start with, you need the After Effects software. So if you have After Effects, go to File, then you create a new project. Then after that, you go into Composition and create a new composition. So go into Composition 2, then you can change the width and height, like you can go into 4K or 6K, whatever you want, and with the frame rate, then click OK. And then after this is done, you can download or you can import all the assets that you want for this project in here in the project panel. Actually, we need three things for this one. A background. In this one, I'm using this map background, and then I want this map background, and then I'm using this lens PNG transparent image and a footstep image. So these three things are the ones that you want for this title template. So after this, you actually click and drag the PNG file, the image of the map, the background, into the composition that we created. Okay, it's here. Then actually it didn't fill the frame completely, so you have to go to the clip, then click in here, or you can click S and get the scale, and you increase the scale and make sure your background fill the frame. Okay, that is done. So you are actually almost done with the background, but it's almost 18-second this clip is actually running. I don't want this to be like a appear like a stay still all the time, so I want to come this one coming from the dark, then stay there, then going towards the end like dark. So what you have to do is, like, at 1 second I clip the timeline there, then go into opacity and click the stopwatch and put a keyframe there, so you can see like the keyframe that's at 100%. Then towards 17-second, I'll click on the diamond button, make the opacity stay at 100%, and towards the end it's disappearing, so change that to 0%. So it's there. It's actually dark, but because of this transparent button, it's actually showing transparency there. And towards the beginning as well, I just changed to 0. You can see it's dark, then coming to full, then going towards dark. Okay, and I keep it at 1 second. So we are done with the background. The second thing is we want a title, so we put the title here, that is Giri Filmmaking. I'm going to put in there Giri Filmmaking. It's actually cool to know, like, how the title come up with, because I was doing short film like around 6 years ago, and okay, I'll put a name for this like my production, and it's called GFM. It's kind of like Giri Filmmaking, so I just put a GFM over there. And yeah, so when I started this YouTube channel, I named it as Giri Filmmaking. Okay, so that is it. And you can actually play with this one. You can just do like a lot of things, rough and adjust, or like noise is adding and changing the fonts, a lot of things that you can do. So, but for the purpose of tutorial, we just keep it like that. And the next thing that we want is the lens. Where is the lens? Okay, lens image is here. We click and drag that to here. It's actually bigger in size. I want to cut down the size. To cut down the size, you click on S, the scale button comes, then you move that down to somewhere 45. Okay, that's almost a decent. No, I'll go up a bit more bigger size. Okay, then I want to rotate it. So to rotate it, you click on R. You can see rotation is activated, and you just rotate it like that. Okay, at 1 second I want this to be there. Okay, keep it there. Okay, so you have done that, but the problem is like for animation purposes and everything, everything is actually linked to the center of this lens. So like the glass part of this lens, we have to actually keep the anchor point of this image towards the center of this lens. So to move the anchor point, it's actually sitting here. I don't think you guys would be able to see. If you want to see the anchor point, it's like a small white circle with the small 4 spikes around it. So you click on this pan behind tool, then click on this anchor point, and then you can move that roughly to the center. If you wanted to properly place, you can use the grid tool and properly place it on center, but I'll just keep it like that. Okay, so we move the anchor point towards the center. So we are done with the lens, but it's actually we haven't actually done the magnification or anything. So to add the magnification effect and everything, we have to create an adjustment layer on the top of this. So to create the adjustment layer, you click on this panel, right click, then create new, go to new, and then you click on adjustment layer. Okay, there's an adjustment layer there. You rename that to magnifying effect. Okay, that is done. But we can add a couple of effects into this one, but the problem is like it's all over here. So if whatever you add, it will be all over. So you have to create a mask. Okay, so to create a mask, you can click on this tool and create a mask here, but we have forgotten one thing. We haven't actually moved the anchor point of this adjustment layer. It's actually sitting here. We have to move that on the center of the lens. Okay, so to do that, again, pan behind tool, click on this one, and you move the anchor points toward the center of this lens. Okay, that is done. Okay, and then we can go back to the mask. Like I mentioned before, you go in here. Okay, click on the ellipse tool, then you roughly draw a circle almost the size of that one. Okay, I think it's almost the size, but I have to reposition it. Okay, click on mask, and that is done. So you reposition it. Okay, that is on properly on the top of the lens. Okay, and so the mask is done, and now we can start adding the effects onto that adjustment layer. So to do that, you go in here and you type in transform. Okay, you find the effect and click and drag that on top of magnifying effect. Okay, so you increase the scale in that one. You can see it's actually increasing. Don't worry, it's actually not properly positioned, but it's actually enlarging. That is actually cool. Okay, and you see this one is actually moved a bit to there. So to do that, you have to do the same thing, the anchor point of this transform effect it to here. You just only moved only one position, one coordinate, so you have to do the other one as well. Okay, so now it's properly placed. Even though it's enlarged, magnified, it's not proper because something's missing. So to do that, you add another effect. It's called bulge, and you click and drag that on top of this one. Okay, but the problem is like the center of this one is actually all here. So you click and drag that to the top of here, towards almost the center of the lens, and then you increase the radius. So just put it as 300 roughly. That value would be okay. I tried that, and then you go into 300 for the vertical radius. The value is actually increased, and the circle is almost covered the lens, but the height is not actually proper. So you increase the height of the bulge. Now you can see it's actually doing the center bulge, and towards the end it's actually narrowing. So you can taper the radius like that. You can increase the value of this one, and you can do slight change. Okay, see, it's actually kind of a lens now. Okay, that's cool, because see that effect, like lenses are like that, you know. So the center is actually bulged, and towards the end it's actually tapering. And then you can do a bit of thing with your mask. You can slightly feather it, and maybe do like a slight reduction. Yeah, I think that's almost done the trick now. Okay, I'm happy with the result now. The next thing that you have to do is like you have to animate it. But if you just start animating in this one is not connected to this one, and there's nothing linked actually. So what you have to do is you have to create a control. To create a control, you have to click on, right click in here, new, then create a null, and rename that to control. Okay, control. And so once it is done, okay, again there is another trick. The anchor point of this one is here. For like in a cool animation purpose, we have to move that to the center again. So go into the pan behind tool, move that to the center of this lens. Okay, that is done. And after this we can start linking everything. Go to magnifying effect, click on this icon, and click and drag that to control. You can see it's linked to the control now. Do the same for the picture of the lens. Do that. Okay, it's linked, and pretty much it's linked now. But you have to do one more thing. For that, you just enlarge this panel like this. You go into your control, then transform. Okay, open like this. Then you go into your magnifying effect, then go into your effects, your transform, and your bulge. So open this one. So what you have to do is you're going to animate the position of the control, but you have to link the effects in the magnifying effect, like the transform one that we added, the anchor point and position of that transform effect into the position of the control. And you have to do the same for the bulge center. Okay, go into magnifying effect, effects, transform, anchor point, and just this one link to the position of the control. Okay, do the same for the position of the transform effect, and then do the same for the bulge center. Okay, that is done. Now it's all linked. We can move this down a bit and close this one and close this one. Okay, so now it's the time to animate it. Okay, to animate this, I want at 1 second, like I mentioned before, I want this lens to be in this position. So I click the stopwatch on for position and also for rotation. Okay, and I don't want this lens in here at 0 seconds. So in the beginning I want that to be somewhere here, so hidden. So for that I just move it like that and do a bit of rotation. Okay, and just play it. Okay, that is here. That's a bit of awkward rotation, but we'll fix it. Okay, we will do the rotation bit more like that. Okay, maybe let's see. No. Okay, Control Z. Okay, I'll move this one rotation like that. Okay, after this I'll move this one at around like 2 seconds. I want that to be here, the lens to be here, and I'll move it here, then over here, then in at sometime here. I'll just move it here and do a small rotation like that. And then I come here to 4 seconds towards the end, just like a reading position. Just move it like that way, do a bit of rotation, and then it's gonna go down. Okay, all right, let's see how it's doing. Now I want this to stay in there for a few seconds. Okay, so I just do the Control C and no, not that one, in here. Okay, I want this to stay in that position for some time. Okay, Control C, then do the Control V. Okay, so it's like a, see, it's coming here, just stay in there. Okay, just move a bit more there. Okay, and oh, it's it should be somewhere onto the bottom. Okay, and towards in here as well, I want this to be all right. Okay, I think it's okay now. All right, it's a bit speedier, so I'll just move the position like that. All right, yeah, that is actually cool. Okay, we keep it like that, and then next thing that we want is the steps. To add the footsteps, I have to go to this PNG image, click and drag that onto the top of here. The footsteps are here. To cut down the size, you go click this, then drop down size to like that, and click on R, do a rotation, position like that, then move it towards so there's the okay button towards here, and then I have to create a mask to hide on of this. Okay, this is the first footstep, so I have to save this one. I draw a mask on top of that one. Okay, the other one is hidden, but I don't want the mask to be there all the time, so I have to cut down some of the clip. So what I have to do is Control Shift D and remove the beginning part. Then I want the clip to be like nearly 1.5 seconds, then Control Shift D, cut down the end part, and so you can see it's there, it's staying there all the time, but I don't want it to be there all the time. I just want to be like a coming from like disappeared in the beginning. So you go to transform, after a start it's coming up, so click on the stopwatch 100%, click on the stopwatch again at 100%. So no, I won't click on the stopwatch, I click on the diamond button here. It's done. Then you go into the end of the clip, change that to 0. It will automatically create a keyframe there, and towards the beginning I do the same, change the opacity to 0. Okay, so disappeared, it's okay, coming, then disappearing. Okay, so to do that for the other footstep, you simply do Control D, that will duplicate the clip, and then you go into that clip, go into mask, then click on inverted. Okay, so other one come up, the other one is gone. Okay, you can see, but both are like a appearing at the same time and disappearing at the same time. I don't want like that, so I just move this clip towards here, see how it goes. Okay, appearing, and the other one is appearing, disappearing. Okay, just move it a bit more. Okay, but it's on the same position. I don't want both on the same position, so I have to move this footstep further a bit more there, but I don't want that to be there. Like, and I just do a bit of rotation. Okay, that's done. Now you see. Okay, that's okay. I'll just position a bit. Let's see once again. Okay, that's cool. So you repeat the steps like this for how many footsteps you want to reach up to here, and once you're done, you will get like the picture like this. Okay, this is it. This is actually cool After Effects title. You know, you can play with it. You can change the background. You can change the title. You can keep it as a motion graphic template. You know, a lot of things you can do. You know how I come up with, I was like quite bored one night, and I was browsing through Facebook, and I found one guy was asking, there's a Facebook page called Film Editors. On that, one guy was asking like, oh, how to do this you know, motion graphics in After Effects title, and it's actually cool. Is there any tutorial how to do this one? And I thought, oh yeah, I'll do one, and I done it, and I sent project file to him. I'm not sure whether he used it or not, but then I thought, oh, maybe I'll do a tutorial on my channel. So that's how I come up with anyway, like it's pretty much a good feeling to come back to this channel again, and doing something that you're interested in, and if you are new to this channel, please subscribe this channel, and if you like this video, please like, and I will see you in the next video, and keep connected, guys. Bye bye.